Set your butane torches to high and your expectations to low. Coming to you live from Just the Tip Cigars in the hills of the Steel City. Get ready to get your fix. This is the Cigar Junkies Podcast. Welcome to the Cigar Junkies Podcast, a cigar show for the community by the community. A forum to talk stogies, booze, food, and anything else in the cigar lifestyle. If you're looking for ratings, negativity, reviews, or an authority on all things cigars, you came to the wrong place. Whether you like what you hear or not, please join the conversation and let us know by finding us at the Cigar Junkies Facebook group or emailing us at thecigarjunkies@gmail.com.
What's up, junkies?
Hello.
Hello.
It is the homecoming, man. It's the Cigar Cave. And boy, did I forget how good that intro sounds in earphones. Because it just sounds like nothing on the PA system because the volume's so low. I could barely hear it. But not too shabby for having to replace Sam's input. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Couldn't get him back in there. One day maybe we'll re-record.
That would be nice. That intro, it's just there's a little too long of a pause
Between the two segments?
between the two segments. Yeah.
You know what, too? It also cuts out when the music drops. It's intentional, right? But on the PA in particular, because it's low volume in the background, I often hear that transitionary point, and I think to myself, "Oh, this is where I have to talk." And then I start talking, and I'm like, "Oh wait, I'm still talking. I want to talk over myself." So it's an interesting conundrum, if nothing else.
Yeah, for sure.
So we are smack dab in the middle of the holiday season. And
Right in the middle of it.
yeah, before we get into all of the customary shit that we do all the time about how was your week, how was your holiday, all that shit, I'd like to pull a page out of one Mr. Costanza's book, Per Festivus. I'd like to air my grievance, if that's okay.
Sure.
These fucking things.
Yes.
Bane of my existence.
My keys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because last week after the show, I tried to get myself a nice little fucking nap in. I was like, I got just about an hour. I'm going to go to fucking sleep. And what do I get 10 minutes in? I just fallen asleep. A phone call.
Yeah.
From one fucking Jason Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have my keys? Are my keys on the board? Can you go check and see if they're on the board? I'm like, motherfucker. I have to come down here. They're not in here. They're not on the board. Then I have to go outside in my bare feet and fucking check in the back of the truck to see if they fell out there, just to find out that not only did Sam not hide his keys from you, he told me, he says, what I did was I said, hey, bud, I'm going to take these keys and put them here so you don't lose them. And then you're like, Sam hid my keys from me.
He did.
Fucking piece of
You
shit.
fucking hid my keys from me, Sam. Don't skirt this one.
With that being said, Merry fucking Christmas.
Oh, what?
Open it on camera.
I got a little present. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can only imagine what this is. Oh, it's an Apple, too. Oh, works with Apple. Bluetooth 5.2.
I never want to hear about those lost keys again.
You probably
You pull up the fucking app, and you're going to see that they're on your fucking belt or wherever the fuck they are.
How does this thing work?
It works two ways. It has a GPS built into it. So it'll pull it up on Find My Keys on your phone. It'll show you on a map where your fucking keys are. And if it's in the same room with you, you can push a button and it emits a noise so that you can hear them.
Can I customize the noise? Can it call me an idiot?
I don't know. I'll do it for you. But if we can, I get to record the audio.
Oh, for sure.
But fuck. As soon as Black Friday hit, I'm like, I gotta see if they have any fucking key trackers, like the little fucking GPS shits, on fucking sale.
Oh my god.
Because I'm getting you one. Because your keys should not be my fucking problem.
This is brilliant.
I don't know how you don't have one already, as much as you lose the fucking
This
things.
is because I'll lose this thing.
I sure hope not. I'm glad it's smaller than the package. I'm like, if it's that big, I'm afraid he's not going to fucking use it.
No, I'm going to put it right on there.
Fuck, dude. Those keys have caused me way more elevated blood pressure than should for somebody else's keys. I feel like my grandmother and you are my grandfather, and he just loses everything the fucking second he takes his hands off.
Imagine how I feel about that.
Well, feel that way no longer, sir. With a new Key Tracker 5000, It'll vibrate your butt plug with
Ativos?
that'd be an idea.
Is that
A butt plug that vibrates with higher frequencies. You get closer to the thing.
I was gonna say they sell like the
remote controls,
like the Connect ones where you
Yeah.
can fuck with it with your phone and shit
Yeah.
like that. I have when I was traveling, I was looking at one for the missus.
Jen says, "Welcome to my world." I say, "Merry Christmas to you too, Jen," because if this thing fucking works, our lives are going to get a lot easier. A lot easier.
It's the little things in life.
Now, put it on that key ring before you fucking lose it.
Right now, you know what's gonna be funny is I'm gonna lose these keys before I activate
He's
it.
gonna fucking call me on his way home and be like, "Bro, did I leave my key tracker?" Oy fucking vey. Yeah. Dude, that was the first thing I shot for on Black Friday. And it was actually incredibly reasonable. I think it cost me like $14
Oh,
for
that's
for something that's got a GPS chip and emits a noise. That is I think a pretty solid deal.
I will set it up before I leave here.
Fair.
Once the podcast is over,
That'll be-
set it up.
That'll be my Christmas present.
We'll make it. Well, now I got to get you something. God damn it.
That's my Christmas present. That's to
That's
me
your-
from me. You're good, dude.
Oh my God.
Your
touche.
Christmas present to me is using it.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Right? I thought that was pretty good. I'm like, fucking, I gotta break out the Christmas wrapping paper early and shit so that I can make sure that he has it and all that happy stuff.
Oh, that's amazing. That is good. I like that.
I feel
Thank
better.
you. Thank you. I feel better. That's one less thing I got to worry about because trust me, if you think it is a pain in the ass for you, I go through the oh shit, where are my keys every day.
Well, I just told my least favorite "where is your keys" moment, right?
Yeah, sure.
My favorite one was at work. When you start spinning around in a circle like my dog when she's looking for a place to shit. And I'm going, what the fuck is wrong with you? And you start patting yourself down. And you're like, can't go anywhere without my keys. Have you seen them? And I look straight at you, straight at your fucking belt loop. And they're just hanging right the fuck there. And I'm like, really, dude?
Dude, I pat everywhere but right where they were.
Perhaps you should change to a different belt loop, one that you will pat. It's okay. What they need is another version where it has a little electrical impulse. So if the keys are on you and you ask me where your keys are, I can push the button on my phone and give you fucking like 10,000 volts.
Oh, it'll shock my nuts.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking good.
So now that that's out of the way, how was your week?
It was pretty good. It was short. Only worked 3 days this week. Had Thursday and Friday off. Thursday and Friday went really well. My brother-in-law came in. Him and his family hung out, and then we went to my dad's house, hung out for Thanksgiving, and that's about it. We went golfing Friday, which was good. It was one of the best rounds of golf I've had in a while.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, golfing in '86 isn't good in most people's book, but I mean, for me, that was fucking great.
You think you're bad? I was trying to figure out if you were talking about the temperature or the year. I was like, you had to be born before 86. There's no way it was 86 degrees on Friday. So I was just completely lost. I had no idea what's going on. So
86 was my score.
there you go. On your little card with your little bitty pencil.
I keep my score on my phone.
Oh, okay.
I have I subscribe to an app called Swing You. If you want to sponsor us, just hit us up, thecigarjunkies@gmail.com.
I subscribe to a swinging app too, but it's different.
Yours has the upside down pineapple on it. But I subscribe to an app called Swing You, and it does a lot of cool stuff. First off, it has damn near every golf course in the country, like GPS satellite. Works with GPS, tells you how far away from your shot or how far away from the flag you are and stuff like that. And it keeps you can put your score in, and it keeps your handicap for you. So it's really cool. I like it.
Sounds like a full-time job. Keeping track of your handicap.
It is.
Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, dude. Like we did. It was a good. I got an extra day. I think. Yeah, 5 days off instead of 4, so that's cool. Thanksgiving was nice. I didn't fuck up and mismeasure the amount of alcohol I consumed. I drank plenty of tequila, but an amount that I knew I was comfortable with instead of an entire fifth of coffee flavored moonshine.
Jesus.
That's what I did the previous Thanksgiving. I didn't know those little mason jars. First of all, this was like, the Smoky Mountain moonshine coffee flavored one, which is fucking delicious. It tastes like chocolate milk, kind of.
Oh my God.
But it's like 35 ABV or something like that. It's not particularly high.
No.
So 70 proof or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I fucking filled up my travel cup and I'm pounding that fucking thing. And I was like, it's only this much left. I may as well finish it, Not understanding that mason jar is a fifth of alcohol at 35 ABV.
Yes.
Yeah. And I probably had something else to drink too. So I bet you I drank that whole fifth of moonshine in my first 20 to 40 minutes at their house.
Oh my God.
It was a bad time. I got like just super wasted, which I like to get super buzzed. I don't ever like to get drunk. So when I get there, I get nervous. I'm like, oh fuck, this is not good. It's like, okay, it's dinner time. I'm cool. I'll go eat dinner. It'll absorb it. We'll be fine. Nope. Dinner just sat on top of it like a fucking nasty sewage barge.
Ew.
In my gut. And so I went downstairs and I tried real hard to just like, okay, give it some time for the food to work. Basement's black. There's no light. There's no windows. And I found a corner and just fucking like did this. And was sitting there rocking back and forth going, come on, man. It'll go away. You'll be all right. And eventually I was not all right. And I went outside and puked over the hill at Uncle Artie and Aunt Judy's house. Well, actually, I thought it was over the hill. Apparently, it wasn't as far as I'd liked it to be because the dog discovered it later. Not my finest moment. I was swearing in front of like the 94-year-old grandma at the Thanksgiving table and stuff. This year was good, dude. I was composed, relatively so. Went up to camp afterward, gave one more go at hunting for the year on Saturday. It was fucking terrible.
Nothing. Did you see anything at least?
Yeah, kind of. So, first of all, holy shit, I think it's my first day out during rifle season ever, like opening day rifle.
Okay.
God damn, it's like a war zone in them woods. I was terrified, dude. I'm like, I don't trust any of these motherfuckers around here. Like, they're going to find me in this tree, later.
Yeah. Wait, were you in a tree stand?
Yeah.
Oh, you were hunting archery the first day of rifle.
No, I was still hunting rifle. I ain't walking around in them woods, bro, with all these other people fucking with rifles. Fuck no. I'm going to sit still with my orange up in the stand to indicate where I am. I want no part in that. But, dude, there were like this. What?
I just keep cycling through the ones you've got sitting here.
I guess I have to refill some of them. No, dude, like before sunrise, I heard 3 shots that were closer than I needed them to be.
Sure.
And then between the hours of 7 a.m. and 9 a.m., I bet you I heard another 200 shots.
Really?
200, I bet you. And the disturbing thing is I've been watching these woods all year. I know roughly how many deer are in that valley. And there's nowhere near 200. Nowhere near. So I'm like, there's 2 possibilities. Either A, these guys are shooting at every fucking leaf that blows in the wind, which is a terrifying prospect for me. Or they're all shooting at deer, in which case there is no deer left. They're all gone.
Yeah, at those deer, after the first 10 or 15 shots, maybe less, they're probably all going to be like, we're getting the hell away from this.
Well, there's only like a lot of the shots, I think, were up on top of the hill. I'm down in the valley. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm sure they're moving the deer around.
Sure.
Like, there was a stupid kid that hunted there for his first fucking time, like 20-year-old kid, that ended up with a really nice 8-point. I wanted to fucking shoot him. I pulled too hard on my headphones, and I was only getting one ear, and it was frustrating, so I had to fix it. No, because it's like, fuck you, dude. Like, I put my time in up here. I ain't like one of them old crotchety guys that's like, you can't shoot any deer in my woods. But, like, I'm thinking of already starting a club, It's going to be called 10 Years No Deers. 'Cause I've never shot a deer. And so it's like really frustrating, you know. But the last shot that was like real close to me was so close I about pissed my pants. Like if I wasn't dehydrated, I would have pissed my pants. It was so fucking close. And I didn't take hearing protection out because I hadn't considered it, you know, so I'm not wearing any. This shot was so fucking loud. And then right in front of me, about 5 seconds later, a doe comes up the hill.
Uh-huh.
And my rifle was right here. I could have pulled it up, but I was a little shaky because I was terrified. The fucking boom. It's like, holy shit. And but then the first thing that come to my head is somebody just shot that thing right in front of me. So like there's gonna be that's somebody else's deer. It's got a bullet in it already.
Sure.
Well then I learned my lesson from the last time I was out, and I was like, let's keep an eye, see what happens now. Well, fucking another deer comes up right behind it. And I'm like, oh, okay. So either two of these deer could be okay if they're running off together.
Were they running or walking?
They ran up from the lowest orchard, we call it down there, up the hill. Like they were startled by the noise and popped up the hill.
Sure.
And then just kind of walked at a pace up the hill. They weren't like running. And then the second or two I had to think about it, the doe, neither of the deer looked injured. They didn't look like they were running for their lives. They just looked startled.
Sure.
So I'm like, okay, I'll take a shot at this fucking second one. And well, the second one ended up being this fucking Spike. That's the third time I've seen him this year. He's not a legal deer for me to fucking shoot.
Sure.
And I had the crosshairs on him. I could have blew him the fuck away. Now here's the fun part, as I found out later on in the day, that fucking shot that I heard was some guy accidentally shooting a fucking Spike. Not that one, a different one. So he shot an illegal deer that scared these two deer up to me, and I didn't have time to take a shot at the doe. And again, I was thinking it was somebody else's anyways. And then the next deer wasn't legal, so I couldn't do nothing about it. Uncle Artie thinks he shot a doe, never found a blood trail. So if he did shoot it, that's two deer this year that he has shot and not not fucking taken. So
I understand accidents happen, but I am a big proponent on target acquisition. Know what you're shooting.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's terrifying.
Know what you're shooting.
Right? You're out there with these fucking Neanderthals going like, they're gonna be like, "Oh, sorry, I thought he was a 5-point."
There should be relatively the amount of accidental spike killings in a year should be minimal. If guys go out there and they acquire their targets and they make sure they know what they're shooting, that's not going to happen.
I think the one he shot was a real small spike, and it may have only been on one side or whatever. That's a little bit different, but
now you can mistake a spike for a doe, sure.
Well, the spike that I saw, I've seen him 3 times. He's got at least probably a 6-inch spike. Like it's a solid spike, dude. Yeah. So it's hard to miss that one. And that's not the one he shot, but it was like, I looked at him like, I can't shoot this deer. Not to mention he's fucking little anyway.
Yeah. Why would you kill the small buck?
That's why I like
kill the small buck.
That's why I like archery, is because in archery, even with a crossbow, you're going to make sure that you've got your shot before you take your shot, right? You have to think about it a little more. With a rifle, you could just be like, oh, all I could see is his fucking leg. I could guess where the rest is. The rifle's going to hit it. You know what I mean?
You got these guys out here with their like $1,900 Agent 47 fucking scopes on their grandfather's 1965 270. And they're like, oh fuck, this thing will shoot the dick off a bumblebee at 300 yards.
Right.
Like, no, it won't, bud. No,
even so, that's not a valid reason to be taking shots at a patch of brown that you see moving in the bushes. And that's what a lot of people do. And that's why I like archery, because I feel like you're a lot less likely to be accidentally shot during archery than you are during rifle. Besides that, most archery hunters do sit in a stand and stay in place, or
sure.
And all of the guys that I hunt with, we all communicate by radio to be like, hey man, like I can't sit anymore. I'm gonna go take a walk around, keep an eye out from this direction. I might push something to you, or I'm gonna try to. or I got to run back to camp and take a shit. So like keep an eye on the east side because that's where I'm walking from. Maybe I'll startle something. I'm
Sure.
So maybe we should talk about what we're smoking today, but we're not going to play a bump because I provided them. So fuck our sponsors.
It's time for the cigar of the week, brought to you by Corey's fucking Garage.
The Cigar Cave. Now I'm thinking it's time for the Cigar of the Week, brought to you by the Strum Junkies Acoustic Duo. Are you looking for quality acoustic music in the Pittsburgh area? Do you want to understand what the guy is saying? Do you want to tip somebody lots of money? Then our show is for you. Come hang out. If it's Halloween time, we'll have a cauldron and a smoke machine. And if not, if you pay us a lot of money for something we were already going to play, we will play it for you. I promise.
Beautiful.
Yeah, here we go. So the cigar we're smoking today, because of the fact that I didn't have the fucking mental capacity or fortitude or foresight to communicate with one of our sponsors to select a cigar and provide it for
You mean
us.
the place I was yesterday?
Yeah, probably. One, yeah, and the one you're always 10 minutes from is actually it's his turn.
Yeah.
So
Hi, Dave.
So instead, we're going to smoke the DBL Maduro Extra Viejo, 5 1/4 by 50 Robusto. This has a Mexican era Paraca wrapper, a Dominican binder, and fillers from Dominican and Brazil. The thing I like about this cigar, and when I say this cigar, I mean this cigar. I was already smoking one, so I haven't had to cut and light this one yet. I will in a moment. This is one of my favorite current offerings, as it is fire cured. And I love a fire cured fucking cigar. The other cool thing is if you really want to impress somebody with a beautiful present for Christmas, you could see if Sam could get another one fast enough, and he might be able to sell you one of these beautiful DBL humidors that comes with nothing but the Extra Viejo cigar. Whoops. And it'll shoot them out to you in a beautiful fashion such as that. It actually comes with, I think, 44 different cigars in here. It has no built-in humidification, but it does have a built-in analog hygrometer that's very nice. It works well. And there's a couple of spots in there for you to put humidification. Up here is too small for you to put the Bovita packs in. But there's a unit down here that's hollow. You can put a Bovita pack in there, which is what I've been doing. And it's been maintaining a really good, perfect 70 degrees. I'll get them. Don't sweat it. Those are, it comes with like 5 of these little itty bitties that are actually kind of nice whenever you're out with like cigarette smokers and you don't have time for a full cigar. They're good.
So go see our friend Sam at Just the Tip Cigars in Bavarian Village out in South Park. He will hook you the fuck up.
Well, not as well as they'll hook me up, maybe, but pretty good. Comes with a nice little.
He overcharges Corey by like 15%.
Yeah, it's true. I just don't know it. The other cool thing is, so it comes in like a pretty dope ass, probably faux leather bag. It has a little bag that fits it perfectly.
Oh, really?
With the DBL logo on it and a couple of carry handles.
That's cool.
It looks very similar to like if you were to get like a proprietary bag for your mixer or something.
Okay.
For like audio mixer.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's perfectly made for it. It's pretty cool if you're gonna tote around a humidor with you. I've done it. It's nice.
I take it. I take the little small one I have with me. That's all I got.
So now, Jason, you may drink because I'll tell the kids at home I actually paired something on purpose with this cigar.
Oh.
And I wanted to wait until you had an opportunity to just have some of the cigar. First of all, you get more of the fire cure or any of those interesting properties on the cold draw before you light it than you do afterward. But I think it still has like a cool little sting of it somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I've selected the Lagavulin 16, which is my absolute favorite peated scotch. It's if you're looking for some water to put in there after your first sip, there's a bottle over there. So this is the Lagavulin. The reason I like it is that it is not like all up in your face like Lafroig or Ardbeg. They are insanely peated. They give you all of the peat. They're like, you want a peated scotch? We picked all of the peat and fucking burned this scotch with all of it. This is kind of like, feels like a 50%. You can taste the whiskey.
Yes.
And you could taste the peat. It's like a nice little balance where it's not overwhelming.
Ooh. What if we were talking about this in Andrew Jackson's, how many of those
The
would this be?
price range for that bottle is like 90.
Okay.
And I've bought many severals because I greatly enjoy that scotch. Not only that, but my wife likes it too.
Oh, really?
So I don't drink it regularly. Like most of my bottles that I'll consume from are usually in the 50 to 60 range because there's usually some pretty good stuff in that range. But when I want something good, I do pretty much always have a bottle of that in the cabinet because I like it a lot.
You know what's funny? After we did the Liberty Pole event, which, by the way, shout out to the Liberty Pole folks. You guys are fucking awesome. I saw Helen yesterday and
Ellen.
Ellen?
It's Ellen. Like DeGeneres.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, I'm very sure. But maybe not. Maybe I've been effing it up, and that's why she isn't reaching out to me because we're trying to schedule some gigs over at. The store.
Anyhow, I'm now unsure. But
Get
anyhow,
him, Sam, if he's out there.
I after we did the Liberty Pole event, I brought several bottles of whiskey home, and
Sure, as Jason does.
Yeah.
Jason can't. You are very much like me in the impulsive buying spectrum. You probably spend 90% of your money at the store right in front of the register.
No, actually, I don't.
No?
But if I see something like that stuff doesn't appeal to me. It's the stuff they have in the back of the store, and I'll like walk past it and be like, "Oh fuck, I didn't come here for that."
What is
But
it
I
an
do
end?
now.
Is it an end case display though? Because that's the same thing. Like the little temporary pop-ups they put up and move around the stores. No, because those things are always like that. I hadn't considered it, but I could use one of those.
Yeah, but my I hadn't considered it, but I could use one of those is like a fucking shop vac. Like I'll go into the store to
You
buy.
could always use a shop vac.
Yeah, I'll go into the store to buy brackets for a project I'm doing, and I'll come home with a shop vac and a fucking miter saw.
Oh, dude, if I have to go to Home Depot during November, December, or May, because those are the best sale times of the year. Is you got pre-Father's Day, and you've got Black Friday through Christmas, right?
Mhm.
If I have to go into Home Depot during those times for like a screw or anything to that nature, I will be in that store for over an hour. I've gotten better at not purchasing every item I see, but I still have to look at everything they have on sale because I'm like, I know that's the time
Absolutely.
to buy that shit.
Well, and here's the thing that's really going to get me. We have okay paying jobs, and there are two things that I want very badly.
Only two?
Just
What about the cajon? Is that in there?
there three. There's
That's just off the top of my head.
There's two garage things I want.
Okay.
I want
Sex dungeon.
Three garage things I want. There is a shop vac. I want a big, like 5 horsepower shop vac.
Mm-hmm.
And I want probably a 15 to 20 gallon air compressor.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. I have those items.
And
I don't have a shop vac that big, but I've gone through some.
You have a 20 gallon air compressor?
Oh.
Like I'm talking like one that's like this big.
Oh. No, but here's the thing. My air compressor is old. It's my grandfather's air compressor.
Okay.
It is right here. So the capacity, the air capacity is not high.
That's 15 gallon?
Probably, but the motor on it, like the actual compressor, is fucking legit as fuck. Like it pumps up pretty quick. And
My dad,
shit.
My dad has I think a Sears or a Craftsman that's like that. It's probably the same exact size. It's got an old Honda motor on it that's been on that goddamn thing since 1986.
I don't know what this thing is. It's probably like a Briggs and Stratton or something, but it's like old school.
It's either a Briggs and Stratton or a Honda, one or the other.
And like it leaks a little bit, so like if you leak, you can't when you have it turned on, you have to remember to turn it off.
Oh.
Because I've made that mistake of filling my tires and forgetting to turn off the compressor and then leaving, and then my wife shitting her underwear because she's sitting upstairs watching TV and all of a sudden It's like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
brutally loud. Brutally loud.
Yeah, the one my dad has, he has this towel he cut in half. It's probably like 3 foot by 3 foot square that just sits over top of the motor because the thing just oil everywhere.
That's awesome. All right. So I've got something else here. Like this is just gonna be a good little chill fucking catch up with Jason show. But there's something Jason has not seen in person, to which he needs to. So I'm gonna leave the room while Jason fills in on the microphone so I can get it and show it to him so he can seize it.
Oh, neat. Oh, I know what he's going to get. So filling in on the microphone is I wasn't prepared for it, so I have nothing to talk about except for maybe oh man, my mind just goes to the weirdest shit. I haven't seen any good movies lately. Really haven't. Haven't played any good guitars either. However, I'm really excited to see this one.
Coming to you from Fat Gandalf Customs is fucking Corey's Aladino SG. SG, fucking Les Paul. Sorry, my son has an SG. I get fucked up. So, maybe you can help me decide how I'm going to finish this guitar. Do a lot of sanding I had to do. A lot of sanding. What I'm thinking is I may continue the sanding and sand the back of the guitar as well as the headstock and clear the whole thing just in wood, in the natural wood tones. Or I may paint the body. I could paint it black, or I might use like that Aladino yellow in there. So I'm not real sure what I'm going to do with it yet. The options are boundless, but I have two in my mind. Cool fucking guitar. Fun to play. Super fun to play. I've been playing it a lot. I haven't played electric guitar much in a long time.
It's the
But I've
action
got
on
the
it's
good.
the action on it's really low too.
It's very, very comfortable to play. It's not as heavy as a normal Les Paul because we've got it hollowed out a bit. It's very nice. It's fun to play. When we shut down the show, I'll have to fucking plug it into an amp for you. So the kids at home can't hear the little
really
strums,
good.
but so I'm gonna fill in with a little voiceover work, just to keep the kids from being like, "What the fuck is going on?" Jason's playing what appears to be a lick in the C major scale. I don't know that. I'm just making it up. I'm just making shit up.
Oh,
as I
blues
fucking
licking
go.
E.
Turned out fucking sweet.
It is a beautiful guitar, man. That's the guy that makes the cigar box ones.
That's my cigar box guitar.
I'm interested to know if he planed off that top.
He did.
He planed.
He had
off
to
the top,
because it's
like,
rounded.
Yeah,
That's not. It's not like an Epiphone or a Gibson. It's just an SG copy or a Les Paul copy he had laying around.
you can buy if you're decent.
You buy kits.
Yeah, if you're decently talented, like woodworker, you can buy the raw material.
Yeah, you can buy a whole kit.
But the thing about it is, you can buy for like a 16th of the price the raw materials of like a Paul Reed Smith.
Yeah.
And put one fucking together.
Sure, you can. Absolutely.
You're probably going to pay a little bit for the neck.
The hardware.
Especially.
And shit.
Well, I mean, the hardware and shit's cheap, but the thing about the Paul Reed Smiths that makes them nice is they're fucking expertly handcrafted. They sound like a fucking angel singing. Even when they're not plugged in, you hear that tone and that reverberation and the sound through that guitar, and you're like, that's a PRS for fucking sure.
Yeah.
And the inlay on the fretboards for like Paul. Have you ever seen some of those?
I believe I have, but off the top of my head, I can't recollect.
I saw one that was just almost completely inlaid. It was like
Pick up the drink, put down the drink.
it was like I'm Italian. It was like a phoenix.
Oh, okay.
That was inlaid
that's
through
fucking
the
dope.
entire neck. Dude,
Some of that shit's
beautiful.
incredible, for sure. No, I'm with you. I get it, and you know, full credit to Louis, did an outstanding job. But it's funny because he goes like, "Okay, what kind of cigar box guitar do you want?" And I'm like, "You're not gonna like it." And he's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Well, I've been trying real hard to find a box that I like that's unique and gonna look fucking cool because I'm not gonna play a fucking 3-string cigar box guitar. I won't do it. I need a 6-string because I'm a rhythm player. I strum chords.
Sure.
And so essentially, did you see the one that he made for Evan? Yeah, it's fucking dope.
Look, you see
That's
fucking
beautiful.
inlay?
Yeah, dude, it's incredible. Did you see the one that he made for Evan? He made a few of them in that style. They're this super cool, like LFD box or something.
Okay.
And instead of being like a normal rectangular shape, it's like a trapezoid. Like you got a short length.
Oh, wait a minute.
And a long one.
That's the one he played like at the end of that.
He puts
one show.
And he put a Stratocaster setup on it. So it's got like 2 single coils and a 3 single coils, whatever. Is there a humbucker on a Strat?
The Big Apple, yeah. There's 2 single coils and then there's
a humbucker.
Double humbucker on the bottom on the Big Apple.
So it's like that. It's got the Stratocaster pick guard on it and all that stuff. And he's made 3 of them that I know of. The one was a super cool pearl white one that he did for Evan. And he did a couple other ones. And I was like, I really think that's fucking cool looking, dude. It's dope. But he already did that. So I'm like, I want something different.
The one he made for Evan was 6-string, wasn't it?
Yes.
That's
Yes, all three of the guitars that he made out of those boxes were all 6-string Stratocaster setups. They were just different colors.
Gotcha.
And I was like, that's super fucking cool for a cigar box guitar, but I kind of like, you've already made 3 of them. I want something a little more unique. And so all I had sitting around was this absurdly large fucking Aladino Cuban display box that I won at fucking Nelson Augusta's last year. I was like, well, what if we cut a cigar box or a guitar shape out of this cigar box and fucking turned it like we could do it? And he's like, dude, that sounds just fucking terrible. He's like, I don't want any part in that. And I'm like, come on, man, it'd be cool. And so he texted me the one day. He's like, so I'm on a road trip. I've had a lot of time to think. I think I know a way to do it. I want to do it. I'm like, okay, cool. So what he did was he just took the lid of the box and cut the pattern out of it, and then took a Les Paul copy that he had, literally just the body. You know, he has fucking 50 disassembled guitars in his garage that people just gave to him or whatever, or he got cheap from shit that wouldn't sell at secondhand places. So that's like, he's got all these necks, all these bodies. He's like, I'll just take this and I'm going to like plane it down and hollow it out with a router and put your box on top. And I'm like, let's fucking go. And that is such a unique looking guitar. That's what I love about it.
That's a semi-hollow body?
It has some hollow, like he hollowed out what he needed to. I don't think it's like fully hollowed out. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
But I mean, it's got a lot less material in it than a normal Les Paul would.
Dude, there was back when I was playing all the time, and I was fucking poor because I was a musician.
Yes,
doing musician.
No, that's all you had to say. Because, just a quick breakaway. My sister told me once. She's like, "Oh, I met this new dude. This is like 3 years ago," and she's like, he's my soulmate and shit." I was like, "Does he have a job?" And she's like, "He's a musician." And I'm like, "So no." That's my perspective. So go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So I was doing the musician gig and playing all the time. We practiced 4 nights a week. We played a show every weekend. And like we were super in the Pittsburgh music scene. Like, we knew all kind of bands. I never had to worry about where we were playing. I was going to talk to somebody and somebody was going to be like, "Oh, hey, we need somebody to play or we need an opener or we need something like this or we need something like that." So we played every weekend. And I was looking at this Schecter
Yeah.
semi-hollow. It was matte. It was gloss white,
Oh, okay.
and it had all the accents on it were gold.
Ooh.
It was gorgeous.
It sounds
was-
like it. Yeah.
It was $900. I went and
That's not
played
bad, really.
it. Right.
In
but
the scale of like what guitars can cost,
sure.
it's still way like 3 times more than any guitar that I own.
Yeah.
But it's not terrible.
Yeah, and I ended up not buying it because where's a fucking 24-year-old kid who is working at fucking Dick's Sporting Goods gonna come up with $900 fucking dollars? I mean, I could have.
Yeah, it's
But
not like
that
the
would've-
Snap-on guy comes by your house and fucking pulls it out of the garage and then comes and gets $50 from you every week or breaks
Well.
your knees. It's not a bad idea though.
What?
A fucking guitar truck, like a fucking Snap-on style, like fucking if Guitar
Dude.
Center just had like a big truck with like a bunch of gear in it. Not a bad way to go, dude. Not a bad way. All right, I'm sick of this shit. Iron Man needs filled too, so it ain't gonna help you a whole lot. But here it is if you need it, and here is the lighter. I'm going to add that you have
I do
Two.
have that lighter.
2 of them.
I think
You have 2 of them.
I do not have 2 of them.
Why not?
I only have 1.
Did you lose one?
No, I didn't.
Give one away.
The owner of the second one keeps it.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, that she's a little low on gas, but she'll get you there, you know. But dude, I like super jacked about this fucking guitar. I've been playing electric and acoustic, so I'm like doubling up on how much I'm
Mhm.
practicing. I pulled out my guitar processor, which I haven't really used.
Oh, nice.
And it's a nice one. Like considering, like it's not quite. It's one step below like the current best level of processors. So it's a Zoom G5N. So it has like all the amp modeling and shit built into it, which is nice, but it doesn't have impulse responses. But what's really fucking cool about it is it's like you ever see a normal multi-effects pedal has like fucking 4 buttons on it,
Mm-hmm.
4 switches, and your volume pedal, right? This has that, but then it also has like 4 more. So it has like a built-in looper, the tuning button, and then you can switch back and forth between scrolling through your patches or what they call stomp mode. In stomp mode, you take a chain of effects that are like, so if you go through like the pre-built shit that's in there, you would have something called like fucking X metal or whatever, because they're not going to
Sure.
like tell you for copyright purposes, they're not going to be like, oh yeah, we have like fucking Dimebags pedal here or whatever. They come up with different names for the shit. But see, you have your amp, you have your cabinet, which are all changeable, and then your pedal chain. Well, when you go into stomp mode instead of scroll mode, you can turn each thing on and off in that chain by stomping on it, just like you would in a normal, if you had a normal pedal board.
Mhm.
So like if you go, okay, I want to keep this patch is going to be built with this chain and it's going to have 7 things in line, and you're going to have a reverb pedal and an overdrive pedal, and you can stomp those on and off individually and just use them like a traditional pedal board. It's fucking really cool. So I've been having a lot of fun tweaking it.
My I guess we'd call him the lead guitarist. One of my best friends. He played lead guitar for my band or our band, and he had this effect on his pedal. It was called Scoop.
Okay.
I hated it. I fucking hated it, and I thought it sounded muddy. It was like super fucking muddy. It was like you put an amp in a cardboard box and stabbed a bunch of fucking holes in the
All right.
speaker. That is what this fucking effect sounded like. It was maniacally punk rock.
Okay.
He fucking loved it. I fucking hated it. And he would play with that stupid effect just to spite me all the time.
My dad always said you could tell the guy that got the delay pedal for Christmas because fucking he show up to practice and just have like the delay turned up to like 100%. So he's like kind of that one of those kind of things. He just found this thing and he fucking loved it, and so he just turned it up to 11.
And he had a really, really, really nice multi-effects pedal.
Mm-hmm.
Really fucking nice one. It's the same brand of the effects pedal I showed you. The vocal effects pedal I had.
Okay.
It was the same brand. And he had the guitar version of that.
Yeah.
And he used it for one effect.
Right.
One.
Yeah. That's what's cool about mine too is you can you can download all kind of different shit on mine. Again, you don't get the impulse responses, which is kind of like the newest technology that really gives it that like legitimate tone that they scientifically gain from measuring different cabinets and shit like that. But they're still pretty customizable. What's cool is you could go online and be like, okay, I want my shit to sound like James Hetfield's guitar.
Sure.
And there's a Metallica pack you can buy online for $5 or $10 and upload it straight into your pedal, and that's it. You fucking press it, it's gonna sound like his James Hetfield's Overdrive.
It is so crazy now about how you can recreate the sounds of guitars and shit like that, because before, if you wanted James Hetfield's guitar, you had to go buy an ESP or a Jackson with some fucking
and all his pedals and shit,
ERGs, or I don't remember what the pickups are. I have them in my guitar now. But anyhow, you had to get those pickups.
You have to get the exact same set.
Yeah. And you're playing on a
it's emulators for guitars.
Yeah. What was it? A fucking triple rectifier. What the hell is that?
Rectifier. Damn near killed a fire.
Oh fuck! I forget what the hell that amp's called. Mesa Boogie. Mesa Boogie.
Oh yeah.
Was the amp?
I've got that amp in there.
Yeah, it's Mesa triple rectifier is what it was.
What's up, Troy Harper? Fucking what's the tattoo update? I need to know, man. Like fucking, I can't wait to see somebody get, because I don't even have the confidence to be like, I need a Cigar Junkies tattoo. Like I put that logo on every fucking thing.
I have
my whole wardrobe.
I am I'm now in the comfortable spot where I am going to start making my consultation appointments for the tattoo I'm going to get.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
There ain't gonna be no Cigar Junkies tattoo on you.
It's not going to be a Cigar Junkies tattoo.
That's kind of lame.
Well, I told you we get 1,000 subscribers. I'll get a Cigar Junkies tattoo.
Well, I thought that was like fucking party socks. That's what we went with. I know he's seriously shopping, like the fucking finding somebody to do it.
Troy Harper,
interesting.
Troy Harper, you get the Cigar Junkies tattoo. I will. You like mad respect for sure, but we'll talk about you for a good long goddamn time.
I kind of like my forearms aren't great like they used to be out of the oil field. They're still good for just putting no work into them, but maybe I should do a Cigar Junkies emblem on one forearm and the Strum Junkies emblem on the other one. And then like one day I'll be like lasering them off. Like we had a terrible breakup and it was fucking, it's like getting your girlfriend's name. Ooh, that's a whole long fucking message here from Troy. What's Troy got to say here? He says, so glad I'm a drummer so I don't have to worry about all the effect pedals. Tattoo is still in the works. Come on, man. Put your money where your mouth is. We had a really bad snowstorm, so I can't get out of town to get that done. Excuses is all I hear. You know what I mean?
So speaking of little audience engagement here, Corey, why don't you tell them about where they can...
I like to bump, but I hate to bump when you tell me when to bump.
I know, but...
It's like I was going to do the dishes, but now that you asked me to do them, I don't want them.
That's okay.
I don't want to do them.
That's okay.
Well, I was thinking about starting it at the beginning of the show, but I didn't. So fucking, let's go back to the old fucking Thanksgiving, shall we? You know what I'm thankful for, Sam? There, Jason, Sam, fucking
Jason,
Sam's on here. Sam's ghost.
We got fun.
Sam's Force Ghost is here.
The ghost of Samuel passed.
There you go. I'm grateful for all our listeners and subscribers, and super grateful if you guys would take the time to like, share, and subscribe to us on every platform, so that I could go be like, hey, give us some money so we could do dumb shit like get tattoos or build cool guitars, you know, like fucking why not? You know what I mean? Money to do shit with for like you guys and stuff. Maybe be able to buy some shirts in bulk, so that every time I need to order shirts, I don't buy 400 of them and hand them out to the people that fucking asked them for me, and then have 600 other people ask me for a shirt, and then I forget. So
I think a quarter of your salary this year has gone to buying shirts and then being like, I'm going to sell them this time. and then ending up
giving them away.
giving every last one of them away.
I don't give them all away, but it's advertisement, so it's good to give some away, right? But at the same time, it's not built into our operational budget because we don't have one, which is something I need to get off my ass because I've actually got all the ducks in the row now. So I'm ready to have the conversation with the primary sponsor. I just need to do like one more last research into our current numbers and decide how I'm going to approach the sales call. But I've got one on the ropes, and I need to do it fast because what we need is a PC, and that PC keeps going away. Like I have to keep going and find a new one to put in my cart because it's a PC that they don't make anymore.
I'm just gonna end up building it. That's what's gonna happen. And
I want that,
I'll end up building
that
it,
case size.
but here's the thing: I can build it in a case size that small.
Can you build it that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't need a mid tower to do it. I can do it in a small tower. I can even do it in a desktop tower.
High tower, Steve Harvey. Remember that shit?
Jesus Christ.
That's how it works. I build it, bro, and I don't have to fucking worry about it, you know?
Yeah. Well, what I need a budget.
That's what I'm saying.
To build it, I need a budget.
Yeah. We're in the same fucking boat.
Right.
As I'm trying to get is a budget, and you're like, I'm just gonna have to build it.
Yeah.
Like, no, like I want to get the budget and fucking just buy. The nice thing is the case has the processor, it's all pre-assembled, like with the exception of like your graphics card and RAM, you know. In some cases they're included, or you could upgrade them and shit. Right? I'm sorry, I was down to like the last little bit, or I'd be fucking pouring out. Anything else in the cabinet you want, you can have
one is cool.
So here's a like neat idea. Let's talk
Otherwise,
about
I'm not gonna do shit when I get home.
Let's talk about the pairing. Like fucking how was it?
Yeah. Dude. Spot on. This is as far as the strength of this cigar goes, it is, I would say, medium.
Yeah.
Medium.
A lot of flavors happening,
yes.
But it's not strong.
It's
not in your face.
It's not one of those ones that makes you salivate too much. There's not a lot of lingering in your mouth with the cigar. Shut the fuck up.
It's your finish. No. That's called the finish.
I was waiting for the dick joke.
No. Mine is Sam. I like dive into my nerd-like knowledge. So when you're talking about anything in terms of how the flavor sits on your palate afterward, whether it's a beverage or a cigar, that's the finish.
Sure.
A short finish is something that you taste and it goes away quickly. A long finish is something that after you fucking take a bite, drink, puff, it stays for a long time.
I got that long finish, baby.
That's not what I heard. But that is the technical term.
It's quick, but it's long.
Yeah. So we recommend that pairing. Like if you're looking for Christmas presents.
Oh, dude.
A fucking extra Viejo humidor and a fucking bottle of Lagavulin.
Dude, they are both very. They've got a lot of taste, but it's not something that sticks around for a long time.
It's a weird.
And it does it well.
It's a weird subtractive and complementary.
Yes.
Because both of them have a fire cured element to them,
sure.
A peat element, a smoky, as you might say. So you kind of have that process of elimination. They cancel each other out, and you taste a little bit more of the behind the scenes on both. But at the same time, what's left still complements each other very well. So it's actually really nice, like down the middle of the road fucking pairing because it does a little bit of everything. I'm for it.
I agree. That was very nice. That's a like by the fireplace, sitting in your fucking lounge chair with your smoking jacket on. Nice pairing. Good cigar. Good drink.
It's a little fancy.
Yeah, it's fancy.
You gotta get your Russian gangster fucking Scotch glasses out and shit. Which is actually exactly why I buy these. It's like the fucking bad guy in John Wick. That's what I'm going for. Like one day there's just gonna be an office with wood paneling everywhere, books that I've never read, and like a Murphy door.
Are these actually crystal though?
I believe they are. Yeah,
because
I have like I've gone through a few. I broke one of my original set, but my original set of 4 were crystal, and then I've picked some up at like Goodwill and shit that were like the same one. So it's hard to say, but I think they're crystal.
We'll go with it. We'll say they are.
I do not necessarily, as cool as the idea that Troy Harper has of like everybody needs to get cigar junkie tattoos so we could have a junkie army, like the Kiss Army.
Fucking Kiss Army.
I feel like if you were rolling around with something called the junkie army, like there would be politicians at every level being like, we need to do something about this.
We need to do something to quell the junkie army.
Although if you've walked around Philadelphia at all, apparently not that much. Yeah.
I was a little on the nose.
I saw a video recently on the interwebs.
I've seen a lot of
fucking
videos.
zombie apocalypse over in fucking Philly.
It's bad. Like Philadelphia, Los Angeles, which they recently cleaned up. But it's I've seen videos and stuff of just the fentanyl zombies.
I tell you one
everywhere,
thing:
man.
if you got those guys hooked on fucking cigars instead, they would have no money for drugs. You know, we're the anti-junkie junkies.
I don't
what I
know
mean?
how much fentanyl costs, so I couldn't tell you
Yeah.
if a hit of fentanyl was as much as a good boutique cigar.
Yeah, either guitars or cigars. Either one of them will just completely eliminate your extracurricular budget.
If they were smoking cigars while playing guitars and driving fast cars, they would have no fucking money for drugs.
Dude, we're gonna have like a fucking summer event. Fucking smoking cigars while playing guitars and driving cars. Gonna be a lot of casualties at this event.
Oh yeah, because you're playing the guitar
No,
while you're
yeah.
driving the car and smoking a
Yes.
cigar.
Yeah.
So
Reminds
you're
me of
fucking
like
dead.
the good old teenage years, like the whole thing of like, oh, you know, texting and driving is dangerous, motherfucker. When I was 17 years old, I was driving my 5-speed while eating a hot dog, smoking a cigarette, and changing the CD in my 5-disc
Yep.
changer, while simultaneously fucking shifting gears, steering with one knee, and fucking hitting the, you know, like I had so much more going on than that. If you can't text and drive, that's natural selection.
Same thing, but I would do so. I was a big cereal consumer
Killer.
eater.
Oh,
I ate a
Like
lot of
breakfast
cereal. Yeah,
cereal.
breakfast cereal
Fair,
was
fair.
my thing. I ate 2 bowls of cereal in the morning, every morning. My mom and dad had these like really big
just driving down the road,
plastic
and like,
cups. Here we go. So my first car was a 1994 Ford Escort hatchback. It was a
Oh,
5-speed.
shit. There you
Okay.
Green.
It was gray.
Oh, okay.
It was a 5-speed. I would fill that cup with cereal, pour milk in it, jam a spoon down in it, get in my fucking car. I'm driving with one knee, fucking trying to hold this goddamn cereal in between my legs while I'm shifting, hitting the clutch, and spooning fucking cereal into my mouth while I'm driving to fucking work. I worked as a roofer. So
If you take that last sentence you spit out, okay, and you replace the word cereal with something else, I think we may have just created a new subcategory on Pornhub.
dick, what? Pussy?
I mean, there's a lot of interchangeable ideas there. Tentacle.
Okay.
You know, there's options here in 2023. We have just a whole supply of them. Why did you use a spoon?
I got.
The wife says.
Here's a good one.
Yeah.
Obviously, roadhead is a thing, right? Every guy's like,
Pre-marriage, yes.
man, I want to be driving down the road,
Not when you're shifting gears.
getting a fucking slobber on while I'm driving.
Mhm.
Have you ever gone down on a chick while she's driving?
No, but the number of times that I've been in a vehicle with somebody that was like the other person was driving were very rare. There was a time, you know, where those things transpired. Again, teenage years.
Yeah. That's. I'm not talking about. Oh, I'm in my 40s. My wife's. No,
So, like,
we're
That-
grown ups.
but like you have to choose for gentlemen like us. Gentlemen, I use the word loosely. You have to decide, right? You're like, do I want to enjoy this experience, or do I want to pass on this experience, or do I want to have to replace this clutch later? Because you can only stay in third gear for so long. You know what I mean?
It was.
It's
Let
like,
me paint a picture for you. It was the late 90s, maybe early 2000s. It's the early 2000s. We are driving my dad's truck. Hi, Dad. It was an old bench seat Ford F-150.
Bench seats
Yep.
way more gooder for that.
And I pulled over. I was like, get in the driver's seat. So she gets in the driver's seat. And as she does, I'm like, put your leg up on the goddamn seat.
So then she's using her left. See, I'm gonna die. I don't trust a woman to use her left.
She did pretty well.
Yeah,
She did pretty well.
I don't know, dude. The left's a hard time.
Went down on a woman while she was driving a truck.
For how long?
I don't remember.
Yeah, probably like 15 seconds. She's like, "You're not doing it right
No,
now."
it was. What I distinctly remember is that she wasn't going very fast, and we got passed by someone who had just looked right down into the truck.
Did you give
as
him
we
the
got-
little?
And he was like, yep. And that was it. It was the
Yeah, fuck yeah! I gave him the wink and the gun. Oh, dude, fucking yeah. We won't get too carried away. I did have an experience that was a little more beyond that. I worked as a plumber after high school, and while I was working as a plumber, we went and the company. There was just one guy that owned this company, and I was working directly for him. So we went and did like a repair job on like his cousin's house or something at one point. His cousin's daughter was like into me, and so we were like, "Yeah, you want to like hang out sometime?" And shit, yeah. So go pick this chick up, but I had my buddy, like a peripheral buddy, not like a good buddy, but like I like this guy.
Do you know what the difference between a buddy and a good buddy is?
He'll reach around.
Good buddy gets 2 blowjobs. He gives you 1.
There you go. Fair enough. So back of a CRX, there's no back seat back there. But he's got to be back there because I can go to pick his chick up. So pick up the chick and like conversations are ensuing because he has less of a filter than I did in those days, and so he's like encouraging her, and so like fucking the action starts to happen, and the motherfuckers in the back seat like fucking cheering it on while it's happening and shit. Given the fucking 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink, fucking shit in the back seat.
Well, give her the shocker, bro.
Yes, very much.
Give her the shocker.
Yes. And anyways, let's find out what's up in the news. It's time for the cigar news, brought to you by Tom's Penworks. As a cigar smoker, you appreciate luxury. And as a premium cigar smoker, you appreciate handmade craftsmanship. And as a customer of Tom's Penworks, you'll appreciate the selection of custom-made, limited production items that you can show off to your friends. From handmade pens, pencils, bottle openers, cigar cases, and now custom rings, Tom will create something special for you or your loved one. Find him on the web at etsy.com/shop/Tom's Penworks. And as always, you can find the link in the description for this episode. Definitely check out Tom's Penworks, doing some cool shit with them pens. Right
Can I interrupt you?
You have to. It's
for 1
part of
second?
the fucking law of the cigar junkies.
I really, really like the end of that fucking commercial bump.
Thank you.
I really fucking like
I
it.
recorded it myself.
Like the little
Oh, yeah, that was like a free license music that I picked up.
I just like how it like transitions out of that. And you know what?
I'm an expert fader,
I was giving you the credit. Like, God damn, Corey, this is really good.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, that wouldn't.
I just decided when to fade it out because I was done talking. No, yeah, I'm not terrible though. Like if you really step back and think about it, you go like, our ads and shit sound pretty decent for something that I do all by
Agreed.
myself with no monetary contributions at all. I'm doing it all just on the shit that I got laying around. So I appreciate that about you.
Is that what you appreciate?
So the cigar news continues to be relatively minimal, but it is a nice way to transition from an awkward conversation. With that being said, Fuente y Padron Legends, the collaboration between Carlos Carlito Fuente and Jorge Padron, which pays homage to their fathers, is now shipping, according to Carlito Fuente, 2 containers, each containing 375 boxes. That's a combination of 750 boxes of cigars, has begun to ship. This time, specifics on who will receive the cigars and what pricing they will be set at has still not been disclosed. So it's like, hey, maybe you find some and maybe you don't. And if you do, you probably sell a kidney, but they're freaking out there. You know what I mean? No time frame on additional shipments yet, but the cigar was first announced back in 2020 and unveiled at the 2022 PCA trade show. For this project, these principal blended a cigar to honor the other principal's father. So that's kind of cool. Like instead of making a cigar for his father, he made it for the other guys and vice versa. It's a little crisscross applesauce and all that happy shit. They come in collectible 40 count box humidors featuring two 20-count trays of each blend. That's pretty dope. So you don't have to like buy one or the other. At least it comes with both of them. It's just going to be pricey, though. It's going to be so pricey. Not much disclosed about the cigars other than each of the two blends will be a 7x50 Vitola, which is kind of almost a Churchill, but like not really at all. So cool, though. Fifth installment of the Espinosa Premium Cigars Las Six Provincias line, ZDT, which honors the province of Pinal del Rio on the western end of the island, has begun arriving to retailers. The acronym in the cigar's name stands for Zona de Tabaco, a reference to Pinar del Rio being the province where premium cigar tobacco is grown in Cuba. The blend, however, is all Nicaraguan, so it's irrelevant anyway. Fucking, it's like, you know, whose line is it anyway? The points are made up and nothing matters or something. It features a Corojo wrapper atop a Nicaraguan binder and fillers. It gets presented in a 6.5x48 short Churchill Vitola. Cigars being produced at the San Latano factory in Octal, Nicaragua. As the other Las Six Provincias releases, I don't think it's six. Like, what's six in Spanish there, Jason?
Seis.
Okay, Las Seis Provincias. That's what I'm going to say. Why not? Packaging is more dressed up than the traditional cigar box, as cigars come in a ceramic jar. It features artwork from Eden Gutierrez, who created artistic renderings of the cigar making process. So let's talk a little bit about like where funding comes for other podcasts, because there seems to be a lot of sponsorships out there on the social mediums and on podcast platforms for the pubic hair management region.
Yes.
And that makes me a little curious.
You hear a lot about the lawnmower 4.0.
Are they up to the 4.0 now?
It's
God
like the
damn.
5.0, dude. This thing massages your balls while you're fucking shaving.
They got the weed whacker too, right? For your nose.
I suppose so. I do. You know what?
Where's the edger? You know. We also need the leaf blower.
You put my brain in reset when you said that. I was like, there were like 7 different jokes, and they all converged on the exit, and it was just like traffic jam. Nope, none of them are getting out.
I don't know, man. It's like a curious thought because, like, you hear that shit, but it gets your mind wandering, and you're like, "Oh, should I use this?" And it's like, no. The lawnmower the appeal never struck me enough to make a purchase. But the new thing is the fucking Nood, Nood. Lots of different companies coming out with like at-home laser hair removal things.
Oh,
and like, I just keep seeing all these. Like, I'll be scrolling through Facebook, and there's just an image of yoga pants with one of these devices wedged in the crack, and it's like, I flashed my butthole, and so should you. It's like, I did that once. The results were not great. Like, people did not seem to love it.
Maybe if you had some laser hair removal around
the butthole would be more popular.
Around the old balloon knot, you'd be fine.
Yeah, it is a protrusive knot as well. Lots of action and scene, you know. But so I don't know, man. Like, but my curiosity is piqued. Like, I'm like, you know, if I could do some nice trimming and make, you know, the tree look better, of course, which is the reason we all do it. Also, there's a little bit of sensitivity increase by removing some things from the region because there's more skin on skin contact, which is nice. But usually what I hate is that fucking growth back like 2 days later. It's just itchy as all fucking get out, right?
I'm one or the other, man, because wow, we're about to learn.
Let's fucking go.
We're about to learn a lot about a couple of the junkies.
Let's
today.
get inside of fucking Jason's britches.
So, like, if I'm real, the one thing I worry about shaving, I don't worry about shaving my balls.
Yep.
I don't worry about shaving my bush or anything like that. I worry about shaving my ass crack.
Okay. There's a lot of
100%.
There's a lot of rubbish happening there, dude.
Yes.
Rubbish. And that's definitely among the worst places for regrowth if you've ever decided to experiment.
Sure.
And there's practical reasons for doing it because a lot easier for cleanup, right?
Sure.
If you don't have a massive fucking copper wire back there fucking gathering up all of the particulate and so forth, the hygienic purposes are absolute and beneficial. However, 2 days later, every piece of fucking toilet paper you put back there is going to get shredded.
I'm gonna give you a little bit of a little more insight into old Jason's hygiene here. So while I really, really, really want a bidet, I really want one.
All right.
But I minimally
It's just like you walking into the bathroom at night, fucking drunk off your ass, standing up to piss and accidentally hitting the bathroom and it just hitting you in the face.
I minimally use toilet paper.
Yeah.
I primarily use baby wipes. And it's been that way since the oil field, because I used to get made fun of. Guys would be like, "Oh, what the fuck you got there? You got goddamn baby wipes? What are you gonna do?" And I'd be carrying the baby wipes with me to the that just reminded me, I didn't have like a huge coughing fit today.
Well, several smaller ones.
We've got time. But I would carry this box of baby wipes, like the Huggies baby wipes with me to the Porta John.
Sure.
The guys are like, "Oh, what the fuck you got those baby wipes for? Fucking homo." Shit like that. And I'm like, "No, I want to be clean.
Yeah.
I don't want that. We're out here working and walking around.
Like
it's 95 degrees.
Have you ever stood real close to Miller? Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck.
It's like
I'm doing this for you, buddy.
It's 95 degrees in the middle of the Allegheny National Forest.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want that swamp ass just tracking with me all day.
Mm.
So it's been years I've been using baby wipes.
Yeah.
It feels great. I love it.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I also really like keeping that area nice and clean and shaved
friction-free.
Friction-free.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because when the hair gets back there and it rubs together.
Because one of those days, when she's
my
feeling
God.
adventurous and she goes to strap it on, you want to be ready. You know what I mean? You want that landing zone to be free of debris.
I thought you were talking about getting your salad tossed, and you're over here like, when she goes to peg you, make sure your butthole is clean.
I mean,
use the lawnmower 2.0.
Now this is a great example of why you should give us your money. We will sell these products and in graphic and deep explanations for sure. You know what I mean? Like,
in fact, most times too much.
Right, absolutely. But here's the thing about the new fangled contraptions. Like they make the ball. There's a cream. It's like bear nuts or something. It's like, I mean, there was that shit for a long time. It was called Nair, and like if you don't manage it properly, you could experience some burns, from my understanding. So it's a little iffy for me. Now, the new products are like at-home laser hair removal, and it's supposed to be 8 weeks, depending on where, and it'll stop growing at all. At least for a good long while. You will have no growth. But in the interim, as it removes, it's supposed to thin the hairs so that they don't come back as quickly or as thick. So the thing for me is like, hey man, like if we can get rid of some of that rash issues and shit, like the friction that's happening down there and stuff, and like after a little while have it not come back at all, that's great. But you're not going to sell as many products.
I would go so far as to use it like right here.
Yeah. So I was thinking about it. It's like, listen, if I picked one up, and Nude, if you're listening, or Braun, or any of the companies that make one of these guys, if you want to send it to me, I will give the listeners a true account of how the experience is going. Absolutely.
We'll film him using it.
Yeah. What's in Corey's butthole segment. So the thing is, like, if you're going to get a Jason tattoo back there, you don't want the hair in the way. You know what I mean? So
unless you're using it as my beard.
That's fair. You strategic hair removal for the purposes of, look, you could just sing karaoke, you know what I mean? Shit like that. It's a good movie. Get him to the Greek. But like, fucking send one of those bad boys over here. Here's my concern. So if it worked well in those regions, I may be like, I've given up on ever getting this back, right? My theory is if there was a legitimate, decent cure for baldness that didn't make you look like an idiot, there would be zero bald rich people. Jeff Bezos would have a fucking beautiful head of hair. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe not. But dude, there is a certain is savoir-faire that no, je ne sais quoi. There is a certain zazz about a guy with a bald head.
Says coming from a guy that does not have one.
I'm working on
I
it.
have dreams about having hair again, and it's glorious.
It's the grass is
I
always
have-
greener.
I have small experiences with fucking wigs and so forth. Here's the thing: if I
Believe
had my
me when
hair
I
back,
tell
I
you-
could shave it if I wanted.
Believe me when I tell you, I think bald. That's it for you, man. That's
Yeah, but like fucking when you see me with some fucking Kurt Cobain locks and shit, you'd get wet.
I would not.
Oh, you
I
would
would
very
not.
much so, bro. You'd be like, whoo, it just moved, you know. Anyways, the point being is, if it works in some regions, if I could get away with not shaving this anymore, that would be cool. I'd laser off. I'd nude my head. We could go nude headed. We could do that. I do have a little bit of concern about a new technology, and like if I'm gonna grow a third arm out of my butt crack one day, or fucking cancer or something like that, because like how
Butthole
well
cancer.
have we tested, the effects of this at home treatment? However, if the company sends me one for free, I'll be your guinea pig.
There we
I'm
go.
your Huckberry. You know what I'm saying? But I think a sponsor would get far more out of this program for their money than most places,
Yeah,
because
with our fucking 35 subscribers.
be coming in here with the butthole samples. Like, here's what the fucking hairs used to look like, and here's what they look like now. Little fucking snips. You know what I mean? Like, here's your fucking video evidence.
We'll
and
make
shit.
a Reddit post because you
We'll
can
just
post
get one of those
spicy
Asian
shit on Reddit.
You know the Asian stick-on thing that they use to cover the areas that they're not allowed to show in their videos?
Yes.
Yeah, right. So we put one of them on my butthole, and you could see the area around it without
Just a little
Oh,
little
just-
pasty. Just a little fucking pasty
just a
on your
little,
butthole.
just a little Mr. Yuck sticker, just a little Cigar Junkies logo right on my butthole.
Oh,
Yes, a wrong
wrong
leg.
leg.
You fucking idiot. Why can't Jason find his keys? He can't even find his tattoos.
I don't even know where my tattoos are, but I definitely can't show it because it's on my downstream leg.
Dude. We'll fucking
I can't believe I like pulled my leg up fully expecting it to be.
Dude, maybe
there.
we could get big in the Asian market with Cigar Junkies modesty patches. Just a little fucking Cigar Junkies logo on the butthole or the fucking vajayjay. You know what I mean? Like there's like a long cigar and then just the fucking symbol at the end. Like we there's all kinds of marketing possibilities there, bro. They're already into some weird shit. I mean, they got fucking tentacles. They got fucking all kinds of fucked up porn over there in the Asias.
Look, man, I like hentai. I fucking do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
There's some options. We'll figure something out. Like limitless potential.
Cartoon porn, it's my kind of porn. It's non-exploitive, and nobody gets hurt in the making of it.
Except for the artist that had to experience something terrible in their life to lead to those choices.
I mean, maybe
making,
he
yeah.
enjoys it. Come on.
I mean, I'm sure he does. But why? You know what I mean? Like, did his dad lock him in a fucking bathroom? Did he put him in a tub? He's like, I'm sorry, son, we don't have enough money to get an aquarium for our dinner, so that you just have to bathe with the squids.
I didn't know where that was going. But
Not disappointed though.
I'm not disappointed with where it went.
That could be the episode, bathing with squids.
Squid Game 2.0.
That could be the name of our butthole removal product. You know what I mean? Like, just fucking forget more blades, more shaving heads, just tentacles with fucking razors on them. Just how's your Squid Game? This is what happens when you don't have Sam here to like fucking tone this shit down. You know what I mean? To play fucking
Sam
rap.
is a good temper, though.
He can, although to be fair, most of the time I feel like I end up having to ref between the two of you guys because you guys will get into some shit and I'm like, let's dial it back.
Like, whoa, we just went down nerd alley there. Fucking stop it.
But the second that fucking Sam's not here, I'm like, no, fucking squid-shaped hair removal devices for your butthole is what we need to be on.
You don't. You do the same shit when he's here.
That's true. That's true. But I don't have him pushing me to like move on to something else. I will say we have a record number of listeners right now, 3. Probably 2 of them are us.
Fucking Monday afternoon. What the fuck do you want?
You'd be
man?
surprised sometimes. We did a show on a Thursday at noon one time, and like there were fucking just tons of people in that chat room. So I don't know what's going on.
It would have been nice to have some people here today, but
Troy, I trust that you have us on the grocery store PA system so that people are
I'll tell
like
you what,
picking out their
Troy Harper,
eggplants.
what are you doing to get the word of the cigar junkies out there to the masses?
I mean,
You should. Aren't you like a
tattoos and
cult
shit.
leader of us by now?
Dude,
Like holding the cigar junkies.
he is, I've seen his picture. He is absolutely a cult leader of something.
Holding his cigar junkies mask. The podcast comes on, and there's Troy Harper in his fucking robes, his fucking blue and white robes,
Like
with
the
Cigar
Space
Junkies
Pope.
logo. Yeah, like the fucking space pope.
Oh no, dude! Fucking the Futurama Beast with a Billion Backs. You remember that fucking series where there was like the fucking squid monster from the other side of the space, different galaxy came through and like put tentacles in everybody. And then Fry was the pope of that religion, and he had a tentacle come out of his mouth and talk. That's like the fucking perfect, like that's the amalgamation of today's episode. Just a fucking space pope with a fucking a gross shit's happening.
Troy, that's why we love you.
We do love you, Troy, but he's absolutely a cult leader for sure. Like if and I'd rather it be my cult than somebody else's. So like, let's fucking make that shit happen. You know what I mean? Also, do we enjoy tax exempt status if we create a cult?
Yes.
I mean, it worked for Scientology
Yes.
and Christians.
I think we need like 75 members.
Shit, we're
That's
like
it.
really we could. Oh fuck, let's
That's it.
go.
75 members. We get the religious exemption status. We're fine. We're fine.
Yeah, dude. Like all glory to the tentacle.
I'm an ordained minister, so
That's true.
I can
That's
hold
true.
hold mass.
he tells his employees about us, dude. You are going to be in HR. It's not going to end well for you. It's like I just saw a thing on his Facebook the other day of like a thing he got
Dude.
plaque for like 15 years service. Like this might be the last year.
I got it. Troy needs to take his employees and do to them what they did to the guy at the end of A Clockwork Orange with the Cigar Junkies podcast. Like
With the
strap
fucking
'em down-
eyes
strap 'em
open?
down in the chair with their fucking eyes open like this, making them watch it while he's dripping fucking Visine in their eyes.
Dude,
Yes.
that's way better than where my mind went to originally, because it was like, didn't they murder a dude with a giant penis statue, like a
Yes.
big that, and I'm like, you don't need to beat that. We don't have to be the big dick that you're beating over people's heads, man. Like, no good for that. But there was a nice scene with some scissors involved before that, and it was like, oh, this took a rough turn.
Yeah, that movie was intense.
And not because it was camping oriented.
As
you know what I mean?
far as right. As far as Stanley Kubrick movies go, they're all pretty
Yes.
intense.
Yeah.
That one did it.
The old in out. The old in out. That was their slang for sex. The old in out.
Oh, a old in out, eh?
Fucked up movie. Yeah, very, very fucked up. In my teenage years, when I experienced it for the first time, all I could say was anxiety and excitement and constantly battling for which one was at the top. You know what I mean? There was some stuff happening. That scene with the phallic popsicle with all the different colors, and then the high speed fucking video of them running around and just fucking all over the apartment was pretty good. She had some nice socks, that girl, if I remember correctly. You know, so
Let's see, when did it come out?
how long have you had that shirt?
A while.
So it's already probably as worn as it's going to get, because I'm hoping that if it does wear the letters, the O in coming wears first right at the top.
Vader is coming.
Yeah. A little bit different of a
1971.
That movie was
So it was-
fucked up for that day.
It was 10 years before I was born, and I saw it relatively young. And I remember the first time I saw it because my mom and dad had HBO when we were growing up, and you were swanky, but
Yeah, absolutely.
we ate spaghetti 4 nights a week, but we had HBO.
You're also Italian.
Yeah. So I remember I'd seen A Clockwork Orange when I was relatively young, and
It makes sense.
I remember
It was very impressional.
not really understanding what was going on and why this dude with one eye that had like fucking
bit.
eyeliner and shit on it, why he was beating this guy to death with a fucking ceramic cock.
Yeah. Yeah. I like how they go in and at first they're just pushing it and watching it rock back and forth. It's like a fucking, like an 8-year-old discovering his first boner. Like you did. I know you did that. You pulled it back and then released and just let it smack into your belly.
Dude, I used to stick cashews on the head of it
Jesus.
and push it down and fling them up in the air and try to catch them in my mouth.
And that's when Jason found out he had a nut allergy.
Double entendre.
It works 2 ways, just like the squid shaving system. Yeah, there's got to be something else, right? We did the news. There's some events.
How
There's
about the events? Let's play a little event
some.
music.
It's eventful. Friday. Oh, December the 8th, Friday at Superior Smoke Shops in Natrona. It's the holiday party with Drew Estate. There's no more details because nobody thought to put up any information at all. They just figured, it's Drew Estate. People will show up, they'll drink eggnog and buy cigars. Sunday, December 17th, the Stack and Traditional Holiday Ball. No, not that kind of ball. It's the third kind. It's that time of year for awkward in-law holiday gatherings and corporate holiday parties. We're here to shake things up. Join the fine folks of not one, but 2 cigar shops. And of course, General Cigars, Cohiba, Macanudo, CAO, and more for a holiday mixer for the ages. You are 100% guaranteed to get roofied by somebody. Smokestack and the Traditional join forces for a holiday ball. We're so into this that we might think we're somewhere else. We're going to even have food in ball form. That's right. You can eat the balls, dance the balls, and you could do everything with the balls. There's just balls everywhere.
Spaceballs the lunchbox. Spaceballs the breakfast cereal. Spaceballs the flamethrower.
Here at the
Kids
Cigar
love that one.
Junkies, we really embrace the balls. We just went plaid.
They've gone to plaid.
That's right. As per usual, you may join us for a cigar at the Traditional or walk across the street to Squirrel Hill Sports Bar event to the right of the normal entrance for cigars and extra merriment in the form of libations and the charming and wonderful staff's balls. I added that last part. So come on down, light up a smoke, cut loose, and have a ball or 3. Have a ball at our ball.
I know someone with
Hell,
3 balls.
Have a ball while at a ball pulling this. They actually wrote this. Have a ball at our ball while putting all sorts of balls in your mouth. I gotta go to this party, dude. This is gonna be a fucking great time.
But we've got the biggest balls of them all.
What's the Cuba Gooding Jr., Jerry Maguire, ambassador? Be my ambassador of Quan. The Cigar Junkies podcast are your ambassador of balls. And finally, the best one, your favorite one, the one you're going to show up for because BGD said so. Sunday, January the 6th at the Main Street Tavern in Munhall. It is the Strum Junkies. That's right. We're back and we're playing all of your favorite acoustic tunes or non-acoustic tunes in acoustic forms from eras like the 70s, 80s, and maybe some other ones. Probably, there's a good chance. I like music from different places. There could be some country. There could be some trap music. Probably not. I'm not sure what that one is, but I've heard of it.
Trap music is music for.
It's just Admiral Akbar going, it's a trap.
I was thinking more trap music was.
It's a trap.
Music for women that's actually performed, or music you thought was performed by women, but it's actually performed by men.
Oh, that's a catfish.
So
I got the catfish blues.
traps are a thing, and I encourage you to look up what a trap is.
I got the lowdown catfish trap blues. Do-do-do-do. My baby had a penis. Do-doom-do-doom-doom. I really didn't know. Do-doom-doom-doom. Things got hot and heavy. Do-do-do-do-do. Then she just had to show. Ba-doom-ba-doom-ba-doom. It wouldn't be so bad That's except for it's
Fuck,
bigger.
man,
than
that's
I was
going
getting
pretty
there,
good.
getting there. We were like, yeah, this is the end. This is the end. Jason, you need some more booze, man. It's a fun show. Just need to keep drinking and
No.
fucking going.
I have shit to do this afternoon, and I cannot be showing up back up to my house.
I remember there being shit that you had to do when we hung out at the tip. Something about building stairs, and then you leaving like fucking 5 hours after you said you were going to. So you may as well
That's
just start
what I was
drinking
talking
now.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you may as well just have them, man. Imagine how much better shaped your bush is going to be when you've had an extra drink. You know what I mean?
I'm going to use the lawnmower 2.0.
You're going to come home and it's going to be like Edward Scissorhands in that shit.
I'm going to come home and I'm going to be trashed. And my wife's going to look at me and be like, oh, again? Hey, I want you to check out these papers I have for you on the table here. I need you to sign them.
Honey, I know you said you wanted the bush cut down below the window, but I was thinking tentacles would be so much cooler. You know what I mean? Just some fucking holiday tentacles and a ball. Why is there a ceramic cock in the middle? Don't worry about that. That's
I will decorate the house for Christmas if you let me do a very Cthulhu Christmas and just decorate the house in like gibbering masses of eyeballs and tentacles.
It just needs to be no. Here's what you do. You take and shape all of the hedges, bushes, trees, all of the different, leafage, foliage around your homestead in the parts from the opening to Rick and Morty that never saw the actual episodes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you get your Cthulhu right there.
Mhm.
And then there's all kinds of other great shit that comes with it, like weird toads and fucking, people, snowboarding on their tongues, I guess. Although that's yet to be determined. We could see that.
That's a new one. Have you watched any of the new shit?
I've got three in the back.
I only have two. So how was the third one?
Wait, no, did I make it to 3? Maybe I made it halfway through.
Because I've seen 2. The first one
2 was the scramble brains.
The first one,
Which I actually kind of like the fucking buddy cop of fucking Rick and Jerry, but they were both Rick and Jerry. That's pretty good.
yeah.
I know you didn't love it. I actually thought it was pretty great. It was better than the fucking Two Crows episode. But you like that anime shit. So
Yeah.
you were like, oh, he's crow anime. I don't know. I like that one pretty good. And I don't know. I started to watch another one, and then I was told I had to pack up and go home from camp. I was like watching it and about to take a nap, so we did some other shits. But on the plus side, man, like there's all day to keep drinking. So
I've got shit to do.
I feel like I'm better this way in some sorts. With me and you paired up. With no Sam, I feel like you get Corey uncut, uncensored. You take that uncut however you want to. Yeah.
I was gazing at your crotch a little too hard there.
Crotch gazing.
Fucking meat gazer.
Gazer or grazer? You can palpably feel the moment we just lost the momentum. It just fell out. Like everything was going so good. And then you muted me for no reason.
We're at an hour and a half.
Yeah. Jesus fucking buttons, bro.
I'm not with the buttons right now.
Holy fuck. I think it's time for fucking Jesus.
I did that one on purpose.
I can see that. I think it's time for Jason to start programming his new keychain. But before we do that, let's welcome the new members of the group, Brian Judelson. And then you want to take a stab at that second name? Have a look, because I don't know. It looks like Snake Jazz.
Okay. What the fuck?
It looks like Snake Jazz.
Brought to you from Al Jazeera.
Something like that. I'm sure it's close.
Some guy.
Yeah.
We're going to call him Muhammad.
Yeah, that's racist, but reasonable.
It's quite literally the most common name in the Middle Eastern.
So how do you think about, what do you feel about 1800 tequila selling a taco holder? Is that a little on the nose?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Honestly, I looked at it and I was like, if that was my tequila brand, I'd be getting a taco holder.
You know what? That just brings me to the. You remember the fucking Taco Bell fucking Chihuahua.
I do.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
I do. Yeah.
I mean, is that racist?
I mean, nothing on Taco Bell menu is even close to Mexican food. So I don't know. I think they can make up their own rules. if McDonald's can have a purple fucking monster, like a purple furry, for no reason. They had a whole fucking cast of them.
Oh, back in the fucking 80s
there was
and
a duck with pigtail handlebars and fucking some motherfucker you had to worry about rolling in and stealing
like
your Big Mac and
the
shit.
fucking Hamburglar.
Dude, that's sort of terrifying as a little kid. Going like, I want my burger. I want to take the pickles off, but I don't want anybody to steal it while I do it. You know
what was the fucking hamburger detective, the cop? There was a hamburger fucking cop. Do you remember that?
I remember that. I remember
come on.
Burger King had like an animated fucking cartoon where there was a kid that had like a Cyclops sunglasses on, and he had a remote control that would just transport him wherever the fuck he wanted. And I remember getting that remote control in a Happy Meal toy and be like, this is the best toy ever. It was almost as good as like the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger badge.
That was
that
it.
you could blow into and go.
So there was Grimace.
Yeah.
Right? There was the Hamburglar.
Yeah. What's the duck lady for?
I'm getting there because I didn't
I don't even know
remember
her
what the
name.
fuck you were talking about. But then now I see her on this list, and there she is. There was Mayor McCheese.
Oh.
He was the cheeseburger.
I'd be very weary of that hamburger if I was him.
There was Birdie the early bird.
Oh.
She was like the French fry. She loved French fries and shit like that. There was Captain Cook, but I don't remember Captain Cook a lot. There was also Ronald McDonald, obviously.
For sure. He was the cult leader. He was the Troy.
Officer Big Mac. That was the police guy I was talking about. And then the Fry Kids. Do you remember the Fry Kids?
I do not.
They were like little red, green, and yellow pom-poms with legs.
That's kind of weird.
Dude, I'll show it to you. Yep. There's the whole cast. Look. The Fry Kids were down in the corner there.
I do not know them. No.
You don't?
But if I was Mayor McCheese, I'd be very concerned about getting roofied by the Hamburglar. That's all I know. How about these guys? This is the Burger King Kids Club.
Oh,
it looks like they just ripped off the X-Men.
I remember
they
that
were
kid
like,
with
"What
the
if we
fucking purple glasses and shit? Why is there a kid in a wheelchair there?
That's their Professor X."
Oh my god, is there Professor X?
They fucking dude. Someone was like, "I like comics. Like, what if we just fucking drew some X-Men?"
All right.
So
wait, let me see that again.
There's some shit happening.
So you've got. Oh, absolutely. You've got Professor Xavier. That's the kid in the wheelchair.
I noticed there's a black kid. Is there an Asian girl?
Because
if there was, they're just ripping off Captain
But there's
Planet.
definitely a redhead. So the
fucking Chucky from the Rugrats grown up.
The black kid, most definitely Colossus.
Hell yeah.
The redheaded girl with the number 7. That's 100% Rogue. The blonde-haired chick is Jean Grey. The Kid Vid, the guy in the back, that's fucking Cyclops.
Oh, for sure it is.
Yep. This guy right here's Beast.
I can see that.
The guy with the glasses, that's Beast.
Who's their Wolverine?
The fucking dog.
Yeah.
Yep. The dogs are Wolverine, and then
could be Morph.
It could be Morph, and then the guy up in the back.
We are like really examining
that
this
could
shit
be
from a level that nobody ever thought would.
That could be like, I don't know, Gambit. Yeah. So yeah, there. It's the fucking X-Men.
The Burger Men.
But Burger King.
Yeah. For sure. They're like, our food's fucking terrible. How do we get these kids who want to eat this shit?
Like, let's rip the X-Men off and make them kids.
You know what? Like, all these repercussions for Big Tobacco with Camel Joe and shit trying to get kids to smoke cigarettes.
Works for me.
Where's the anger about all these fast food restaurants trying to like kill children with obesity? They made cartoons. They put toys in the fucking meal. They were like, if you eat our trash, we will give you a toy relative to the thing that kids love right now.
And it's cheap. It's readily available.
It's terrible for you.
You can get it right fucking now.
Yeah, you want to talk about flavored cigars? What about strawberry milkshakes? That sounds healthy.
Mom and dad don't have to do anything. They don't have to make anything. They can just go out, go to McDonald's, spend $2 a cheeseburger, and feed their whole family for like $13, $14. And it is like ingesting poison. 100%. It is like ingesting fucking poison.
If you've been a victim of fast food, please contact Smith, Hoffman, and Banks, where you could have a class action suit. Did they cheapen your life and take years off of your old age by sneaking toys into your meals and putting shiny things and fucking mascots and creepy outfits that may or may not have touched your kids in the play place? Do you have a belly that won't go away? Join our lawsuit. We will get you the money that you deserve.
I'll bet you when we're in our 70s, if we make it that long, when we're in our 70s, there's going to be commercials on
Let's get a head
whatever
start,
bullshit.
bro. Let's get ahead of this shit, man.
There's going to be commercials on Neuralink about, did you eat McDonald's between 1997
Yeah.
and 2035?
Let's go. You remember Supersize? Come on.
Did you see that documentary?
Yeah, I did.
That
fucked
was
up.
terrible.
Did you see the fucking movie about the origin of McDonald's with fucking Michael Keaton?
No.
That shit's fucking cool, dude. Just like the time machine ass shit ever.
Yeah,
Great.
but here's the
fucking
thing.
flick.
Back in when McDonald's started, they were using
Meat.
real food.
Yeah. Well, that's a big reason that like fucking the actual McDonald's brothers, they got fucked by Batman. Michael Keaton. Watch the movie. It's good.
Like, how did Batman fuck the McDonald's brothers? With
Another
his
window into
penis.
Pornhub, you know? Fucking,
With
with
his
his
penis.
Big Mac.
With his
He's like, I'm going to supersize it. Oh, that's a thing. Let's use that. Oh, shit. Womp womp. Easy now. Oh, shit. It's going to pop off on your face. Yeah, it's a good show, man. We got right back up there. We fucking dropped it out, and then we climbed back up, and we were like, yeah, let's just talk about fucking fast food places raping each other's mascots and shit. Like, what was really going on with Ronald McDonald and the Burger King? You know what I'm saying?
they were fucking bukkake-ing Wendy.
You tell me that little redheaded kid with the glasses wasn't the fucking son of Ronald McDonald and the Burger King. You know what I mean?
That's fucking Chucky
It is
Finster.
Chucky for sure from Rugrats, absolutely.
It's Chucky
Or-
fucking Finster.
Or maybe the Burger King was banging the lady from the Magic School Bus.
I'll tell you what, the chick from the Magic School Bus could get it.
And a new low for Jason Smith.
You hold the fuck on.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. We okay. Talking about your butt's holes, you know, lawn care is one thing, but your masturbatory fantasies can be left to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to give him everything. You got to give him a reason to come back next week. You know what I'm saying? No, he's just in his own world. He's like, I'm going to bang this fucking cartoon lady. He's like, I tell you where, if I could shrink down in that bus and go anywhere, I'd tell you where I'd go.
Mrs. What's her name?
I can't wait for Jen to like call me up next week and be like, do you have any idea why last night Jason was calling me Mrs. What's her name?
Oh, that's funny.
Like, why do you keep calling his dick the Magic School Bus?
Oh man,
Because it shrinks.
All right, let's put the end of this in here. We got the joining people. We got that
Yes.
shit.
There's stuff that's happening, and next week Sam will be maybe here, and we'll probably be
I
there.
fucking
to
hope
tip him.
so.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we need a little bit of, a little bit of
Levity.
tethering.
Yeah,
Fucking
levity.
little holding back. With that being said, you can join us usually every Sunday at 9:30 a.m., where you can watch the show, be a part of the exciting conversation that is typically to follow of that beautiful, glorious fucking intro music. So come hang out with us, join the Facebook group, like, share, subscribe on every platform.
Do it.
And you can hang out with us, the Cigar Junkies. Anything to add on the closeout?
I love you. Have a good day.
Hit the button. I'm going to say the thing. Sam, salud.
He knows it's there.